trucks from Mercedes. I Sage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label here be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new orders, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shot to been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Running to start the drive is Samuels, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Colt defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
19 Lions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass. and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Miller. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 tight.
To throw on 3rd down. Miller. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense not able to believe their good fortune probably. 1st and goal at the 2. And how about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Chandler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Chandler again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding so far so good for him.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check it.
Now it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, Samuels. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready, ready.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. Here's a diving catch right side. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Richardson off the play fake. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Moore. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
Operating from the gun. Miller eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Set, Temple, set. Let's go. Ready.
Now Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Richardson on 3rd and short. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here we go.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Go.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. This pass caught, it's Woods. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Ready.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, They took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run it with Chandler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go play action with Richardson. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
19 tight.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now Chandler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Ty Chandler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Staying on the ground with Samuels.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Miller. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
.42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Trap 60, trap 60.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Here's Chandler.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Ty Chandler, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Gay is on for the point after. And he pushed it right. It's no good. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gay now set to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Colts add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Another extra point opportunity here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Patriots nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on this.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Warrior 70, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Miller. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Samuels again. 61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Miller. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Miller now. Off play action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
Let's go now. Why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go, here we go. Hustle, hustle. 60 boxes, 60 boxes. Ready?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped.